Does anyone else like burning down the indigenous flora to make space for a new power plant? Because I sure do. And we're back on Galatea 37 with Mr. Riggs and Ashley, picking up where we left off last time. We have been building out our base. We got all kinds of good stuff
storage
here.
Is full. Build more storage facilities.
Where were we? Okay.
We should construct.
So we've got our tech tree cooking. We've got, I think, 11 minutes of tech research up here. We need to get some cobalt handling online. That'll give us a detector to search for hidden deposits. It'll let us find some rare cobalt resources. After that, we're getting some ammunition storage and some tower ammunition factories. Some good stuff. But I think in the short term, we just need to explore our map a little bit. You can see we're kind of nestled up in sort of the northwestern section, so we might as well...
A new technology has been developed.
Oh, cobalt handling is done.
Are available for crafting.
We might as well explore a little bit around us. Okay, so this is an... Oh, look at baddies, I see them. And we've got our shotgun right now, and a missile launcher that we're using. Some of them, these guys are like stealth. You can see them sort of like Predator coming up with that little hazy shield. But we got an anomaly here. Now, this is not the kind of anomaly that calls bad guys in, so we are happy to jump in here. Ooh, it's a cobalt. A whole bunch of cobalt. Interesting. I think we were saving up some cobalt to make new stuff, weren't we? We could do the generator overcharge. What's a damage trail? This allows the Riftbreaker to trigger a series of discharges while in the mech suit. I don't know what that means. But we'll do a generator overcharge, because that was one we looked at earlier. It might be fun. Generator overcharge. Maybe we'll put it over in spot 1 because we don't need our heal necessarily right there. Just reorganize the hotbar real quick here. Cool. Also, we're kind of filled up on resources, and I want to burn through those a little bit, or at least make sure we're stockpiling them properly. So, before we do too much exploring, let's build up some more storage in the old base. Looks like we got a wind event coming up, maybe. The wind is picking up speed. So yeah, sometimes you get those kind of story cues.
At an exceptional high. Wind turbine efficiency is at maximum.
You get those storage cues right before you get like different weather events. Yeah, wind's up to 500%. That's pretty great. So we will make sure we've got lots and lots of energy storage ready, and then we'll go back out to where we were. We're gonna keep looking around out here. Some cool mushrooms. We're mostly, so what we're looking for is we're searching for other... This giant guy. So I can kind of power up my rocket launcher to shoot a whole bunch at once. I think that does extra damage. Ow, blew up right on top of me. We're mostly looking for, we like this, I think. Let's see what's in this one. We're mostly looking for these sort of points of interest that we can sort of examine to find other stuff for. Oh, we're capped out on resources again. We're gonna need to just, invest a whole bunch. So we'll go even outside of our walls here, I think. Because you hate being capped on resources. You always want to have more flowing in, because eventually you're gonna dump it all building stuff. So, even though this is very unsafe for now, it'll at least give us some space to keep finding new stuff. There we go. You can never have enough. So it's really the one limiter. It's really the one limiter in Riftbreaker is the space that you have available to you. So, using your space in an optimal manner is really important. We are not going to do that as much, like I said. We're just going to we're going to focus on some proper walkways and making things a little bit more pretty. Not that we've gone out of the way to make it too pretty yet. Well, there we go. That at least uses up the carbonium that we had on hand, so we can keep searching around. Here's another thing we could find. A drone swarm. So some of these are like one-time like combat boosts you find around the map. And we might save those for right before a horde comes to attack us, kind of thing.
A new technology has been developed.
Tower ammunition's up. Okay, so we found a little geothermal deposit here, and that's what we're doing. We're looking for resource deposits, the likes of uranium or carbonium or geothermals or extra, one-time resource pickups that we can find here. Killing these guys to clear them off the map is not that big a deal because they will come back over time, unless we sort of expand out here ourselves with buildings, which we are not trying to do just yet. So we're not necessarily starting fights, we're mostly scouting is what we're doing. Though there'll be plenty of fights while we do this. Okay, so this one that we just found down here, I think we'll call more bad guys to us, which we don't want to do because that last time damn near killed us. It was really tough. I feel like these got buffed up a lot more than I thought they had been in the past. So we'll leave that alone for now until our base is a little more fortified. Got more invisible guys coming at us. This place is hostile. If you remember in the first time we played, Ashley was saying, oh, she didn't think that there was a whole lot to worry about in the map. You are incorrect, my dear, because the mudmen, the invisible predators in the woods, none of them are very happy to have us here. Okay, we found a pool. This is also a pool of acid, which is interesting. That is also a resource we can kind of use later on in the game. Something here. A pool of acid, we can, I think, refine it into gas for like gas power plants, something along those lines. So that is useful to have. And a couple extra resources, some far-flung uranium and carbonium out here. I think maybe we will run a line out here to at least get to harvesting these to begin with. That big acid splash there was me throwing out an acid grenade. No big deal. Just tossing some acid grenades at guys. There's tons and tons of different types of damage, right? I don't even know if there's a way to look at it, but here it is. Physical damage, fire damage, energy damage, acid damage, cryo damage, area damage. So there's lots of different damage types that are, of course, better or worse against different kinds of creatures. Every item that you make actually has unique stats on it. From cluster projectiles to target piercing to auto aiming to range and rate of fire and critical chance and projectiles, yada yada yada, all that stuff. Those are actually all kind of randomized, so you don't worry about them too much early in the game. But once you get to end game weaponry, sometimes you will remake over and over again to try to re-roll good stat rolls on it, and you can even start putting certain modifiers and stuff in it as well. Now we don't hate, though we have this long line sort of coming out from our base, that's not the end of the world, because one of the common ways that we will build our defenses here is going to be like a forward base, sort of to draw enemy aggro to it. When you get attacked by a horde, typically the horde comes in on comes towards the closest thing they could reach. They're drawn towards clusters of buildings. So if we have clusters of buildings off to the west of us here, way out in front of our base, it is very likely that this cluster will attract the enemy's attention. And we do have geothermal here, which would be nice too, but it's super close to the edge of the map. Maybe we won't worry about it. But
a hostile group of creatures is
2 minutes.
towards our base.
Hostiles from the northeast. Okay. New plan. New plan. We're going to put up a little teleporter here, and we're going to go back home, and we're going to buff up the northeast side of our base. I sort of thought I had more time before another attack came, but that is not the case. Okay, we need to lay down extra AI hubs. Those are the population space for our turrets. And then we need to get up here and get some turrets in this top northeast corner for us. Turrets. All the turrets, please.
A new technology has been. The orbital scanner uses advanced technology.
And our orbital
requires
scanner's done.
Additional resources in order to be built. We need to gather a large amount of cobalt to construct this building. Ashley, my sensors are picking up an underground cobalt deposit nearby. I've marked its approximate location on your map. We should go there and search for it with the geoscanner.
It's not that close, really. We should craft some better equipment before
not
we
that
try
close.
to venture out that far.
I will tell you all about the geoscanner in a minute. We have 30 seconds before an attack wave comes in, so we need to be prepared for it. I think we should be okay. I put a double layer of walls up. We put down a ton of new turrets here.
Not enough AI
Looks good. Our energy looks good, so I don't expect us to run out of energy in the middle of any of this. Oh yeah, we did research these ammo boxes, so we are going to get these up. I think we can have 6 of them. I think this is a limited building. You can only have 6 of them. But each one gives you a storage of low caliber ammo, high caliber explosives, liquid, all that good stuff. So these hold ammo for turrets, and they hold ammo for Mr. Riggs, which is a big deal. Will let us fight a lot longer than we would otherwise be able to. I don't think it should be too terrible. We will wait to see what we got. Come on, come at me, baddies. Oh, we could be dropping some landmines too around here while we're waiting. Oh boy, big rhinoceroses. Okay, so once again we're engaging them kind of outside of our base so that we have some space to sort of maneuver around with. I'm using some of my abilities to drop. Uh-oh. Getting a little dicey. Using my abilities to drop some mines. We're out of missiles already. And I have another ability that dropped that laser turret, which is that lightning coming off. I think we're good. Look like just a bunch of those big charger guys. See anything else coming? Okay. Couple little spitter boys, no big deal. Okay, I think that was it. That was pretty easy. Big walkie guy coming, but he's gonna get shot up. Big rock guy. No worries, that was not so bad. It was way worse when we fought off that anomaly we explored. Okay. Way over to the east is where they want us to explore. But, okay, so what they were talking about the scanner is, if I hold my space bar, boop, 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 it's like I found something right here. It's like a metal detector. It's a whole carbonium ore deposit. Huzzah! So what it does is there's things buried in the ground all over the map. Sometimes they're like caches of resources. I don't like that one. Sometimes they're whole new deposits of resources that you gotta mine. Could be all kinds of different stuff. And so whenever we can remember, I pop open my scanner here, and it gives me sort of a little directional thing here, so you can see to the southeast is something.
New blueprints.
Oh, and we finished up, I think, all the tech we wanted, we had queued up. Ammo storage, orbital scanner, communications hub. Yep, that's good stuff. What else should we be getting here? Grenades might be a good idea. We'll do grenades. We'll add that to the research. And I want to try using different weapons that I don't normally use on my playthroughs. We've unlocked maybe mortars? I've never used a mortar. That might be new. All right, let's add immolators and mortars to the menu. And if we come back here, we could also get geothermal power plants up. Let's research that too. Some of those are kind of deep.
Are available for crafting. New
In
buildings
the
are
tree.
available for construction.
But one of the things we researched there was a higher level of the communication hub. So this is what's generating our tech points for us to get research. So we definitely want more of that as soon as possible. Find a good place to build this sucker next to the old one. And we can go to the old one and upgrade it to a higher level too. Very nice. Très bien. Yeah, so we'll head east. We're going to try and go do that scan to the east, if possible. And it'll be decent scouting. Maybe we'll just run straight there without stopping for stuff on the way. But you get these little sort of mini quests all the time when you're playing the game. And oftentimes these sorts of mini quests will unlock new technologies, new paths forward, and things like that. So it's usually a good idea to pay attention to them. Start some forest fires around me. Maybe it'll burn down some bad guys while we're running. You know, being careful with the environment. Okay.
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point near our base.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
And that just said that there was a bad guy base spawned around here, around us somewhere. We will have to go check that out next as well. Once we stop getting attacked by all these bad guys. I already feel like I want bigger weapons. Okay, almost. Here it is. Here's something. Whoop. Someone's shooting at me. Okay, we found the cobalt. Marvelous.
Ashley, now that you've got practice with using the geoscanner, you can use it to search for hidden resource deposits, geothermal vents, or any other underground anomalies.
It looks like it's going to be very useful. We could at least scan the area around our base with it. Who knows what's hiding under our feet?
It is also capable of finding hidden underground alien life forms.
Then we should definitely check the area around our base with it.
We're running out of missiles. We're not shooting enough.
We now have enough
Oh, no.
to construct the orbital scanner.
They got me. They got us. That's a long walk back.
We should probably build some additional power plants and improve our energy storage capacity before connecting it to the power grid.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got to get back there and pick up the weapon that we dropped. But we were running... So the trouble I was running there was I was running out of, good things to shoot. Let's make ourselves a lightning gun.
Crafting completed.
I think we've unlocked... So the lightning gun uses like these power cells. Have we unlocked that yet? We might not. It might be something else we need to research. Oh, well.
New technology
Let's
has
see.
been developed.
No, we have zero for
crafting.
it. Yes, that is not what we've unlocked. Okay, we got to do that long run back to get our stuff back. We do need to be a little cavalier there, running off into the wilderness without having some better equipment. Because the further away you get from your base, the tougher the bad guys get as well. So you sometimes need to be a little more cautious than what I have been, but it's okay. We're learning. We're learning together. Now the trouble is, though we have found ourselves a lovely cobalt deposit down here, it's so far from our base, we don't really have a way to get power to it at this early stage. I don't have the remote power building yet. Okay, yeah, so we will just leave it be. And then we had that other voice cue that popped up, said that there was a source of enemy attacks on us. I did pick up my missile launcher, didn't I? Where is it? There it is. Put it back on my right arm. So we can see on the map over here is an enemy base has spawned, so we got to go clear that out. Otherwise, it'll send baddies at us over time. But this should be not too bad.
This looks like a nest of some sort. We should clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
Nothing a flamethrower can't handle.
There's a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
So it's just spawning the little doggy guys. We can deal with them. Boom. All right.
This should stop them from gathering in this area.
Okay, so we clear it out. We get little extra resources out of them.
Every bit helps.
Objective finished. Little extra cobalt. And we're capped out on our metals again. We have a really, really excellent metal income. More so than I was
A new
used
technology
to.
has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
I suppose it's probably a good idea to get some tower ammo factories up, even though we're not going to use them quite yet. So these are special factories that make ammo for our towers, our advanced towers, which we haven't, I don't think we've unlocked any actual yet. But we'll need them sooner or later. Might as well put those online now. Just checking around, seeing what else we could build. Some lamps, pretty lamps to make the base nice. We could build various pretty stuff. We can build an orbital scanner, but it sucks up 500 energy a second. So we need a crap load more energy to do that. Where am I gonna get a crap load more energy right now? Maybe we are just waiting for... Okay, we got grenade, an immolator. We should make that. I did have renewable energy coming. Let's bump that up so the renewable energy happens faster, and then we could find all those geothermal vents and use those to get more goodies out. And just add a couple extra things to the tech list so we don't run out. And we did research the immolator, and let's see what that gun looks like. The immolator. Does some fire damage.
Crafting completed.
We'll replace. What will we replace? Maybe we'll replace the mine layer with it. What's an immolator look like? Oh, nice. It shoots like a fiery rocket almost. Explodes in a ball of flame. We could live with that. That'll do. Okay, anyways.
I'm detecting intense seismic activity. A strong earthquake is coming.
A strong earthquake is coming, alright. No rest for the wicked out here. There's always something going on. And this guy was gonna be a forward base out
it's
here.
An earthquake. It's going to seriously damage all buildings near its epicenter.
So to make our forward base, I'm gonna make us a little square. I'm gonna make sure we can teleport into it. I'm gonna make sure we can run out the sides of it. Actually, we're gonna make it double width. We're gonna give it the old double stuff Oreo here. Make it twice as thick. Since it's gonna be a hard point for fighting off the baddies, we want to make sure it endures. Boom. Okay, and we're low on AI hubs, so I don't have it yet. Okay, and we can see our earthquake. So the center of the earthquake happens down here, and it's damaging some stuff
Base is under
around
attack.
here. Doesn't look too bad because we're so far out from the epicenter. Just a little bit of damage to some walls and stuff. No big deal. What do we need? We need our orbital scanner, and we need a crap load of energy.
The earthquake has stopped. Let's assess the damage.
We did start building out above our base, so we could just lean into a bit of extra energy up there for now. And then we'll wall this in to make sure that it stays somewhat safe for us. Alright, put some extra energy up here. We will pave over all of the grass so that it stays nice and clean to look, clean to the eyes.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
And I'm just going to go ahead and wall it off for now. It never hurts to have these sort of redundant walls and layers of things. If the enemy breaks through the outer wall, you could always try and fall back to the inner wall and defend later, right? They learned that long ago when they were building castles. But we've got not a ton. I was gonna say we got a bit of a buffer to do some energy work here, but not a lot of buffer. It's still tight, still tight. Did we get there? Yeah, okay. Our geothermal power plants are done. So now we're gonna look for these little triangles on the map indicate a source of some geothermal energy. And this is big because a wind turbine gives us 12 energy per second, and a geothermal power plant gives us 200. And it also spits out mud, interesting enough. Might need a little more space for it here. And mud is a resource that we can do something with a little bit later. We don't need to worry about it too much right now. Mud. Okay, it takes 60 seconds to build that. Do we have any other around? We've got some, I see way more to the west, but not a ton in our base. Maybe we'll use those western ones for now, though they're likely to get blown up whenever someone attacks us from the west here. And maybe we could be greedy and we could head sort of north-ish as well. We'll see.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
We didn't clear out a lot of the baddies up here, so we're likely to draw a bit of aggro. Here, let's try our new immolator. That's alright. These big triceratops guys are tough. Rhinoceroses, whatever they are. Alright, that was acceptable. And also it looked cool as hell. We lit this crystal tree on fire. Alright, I can live with that immolator. That might be a go-to for us here. Okay. More energy there. This is all so wildly unprotected. It's gonna get blown up, unfortunately. But for now, we'll use the extra energy it gives us. We got a little bit of breathing room before the next attack, I think. Okay, so we've got the extra energy. We're going to come back home and we're going to build our orbital scanner. Somewhere. Maybe right by our main base or something. Does it matter where this one goes? I don't actually remember. Sure, we'll just stick him right here.
Construction is in progress. But before we start jumping off to different parts of the planet, we should build the necessary local research facilities. The communications hub can only help us with downloading already developed technologies back from Earth. Still, one of the main reasons why we came here is to conduct research and to learn about the environment that we encounter here.
We can research new technologies based on samples of alien life forms or any new substances that we encounter if we construct the Alien Research Laboratory building. The Alien Research Laboratory is a complex structure and requires multiple schematics in order to be built. Download the necessary technologies using the communications hub.
We need an alien research laboratory, apparently. We're not researching anything right now. Okay, so we finished the mortar, and we finished a radar pulse and reflective armor. All kinds of good stuff, yeah. Faster than we can even use it. Okay, so... what is this? Requires alien research to unlock. What do they want me to get? Download alien research technology, download liquid resources technology. Okay, they wanted me to get liquid resources, and over here, alien research. All right, we can do that. So liquid resources, then we'll get alien after that. Cool. Base is looking tentatively acceptable. Power is still going to be a bit of a problem for us. And you can actually see I'm starting to go through some of our deposits. So if I see him show up on the minimap, this little like red icon, an incoming on the east. If I see on the minimap this little red icon, so I know this guy has used up his metal deposit, right? The metal deposits that we find are finite, so this is like one less guy. I've got mine and stuff there. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Might give us some trouble. But, whoa, wrong buttons. We finished, let's make a mortar, because we were gonna see what that does. Sounds like fun.
Crafting completed.
We researched some extra armor. Armor plating or reflective armor? Reflective armor gives us a damage reflect. Well, we got tons of metal right now, so we'll make a couple of these. You can have 4 different armors on Mr. Riggs.
Crafting completed.
So we'll go in here and we'll add some reflective armor onto him. That at the very least will give us a bunch more hit points and a slight bit of damage resistance. When are we gonna put stuff? Let's move our immolator over to our left hand, and in our right hand we will try this mortar. The mortar does cryo damage. Ooh, it does cold damage. Let's shoot it. Let's see. Where's my mortar at? Right here? Oh, cool. It does like a triple mortar shot. It doesn't have a lot of ammo for it, but that is pretty freaking cool. Alright, anyways, we are under attack real soon here. I'm sort of concerned about the power issue.
Are available for construction.
I'm gonna dump some of these turrets on the western side. Because we're not getting attacked from the west right now. And we need to... I guess we got some defenses over here. They're going to come from the northeast corner and from the east corner. Yeah, maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay without building more. We do got to get more research going.
Completed.
Okay, we got liquid handling research done, and they wanted us to get... Why can't we get that? Requires headquarters level 3. Okay, we got to upgrade our headquarters then. We'll do that after the battle. Gas power plant, that's good. That's one I was talking to you about. I like that a lot. And higher level mining factories. Oh, and all kinds of turrets and towers and stuff going on. Let's research all that good stuff while we are battling away here. Okay, so I've already got a good minefield set up out here. I can keep doing more of that. I don't hate that idea. Maybe we'll head up to the top corner. We got bad guys in 33 seconds. Okay, new plan. We fight off the bad guys. That's all gonna get blown up, unfortunately. If we fight off the bad guys, then we will upgrade our main base. Maybe we should have upgraded our main base earlier, but here we are. Is there anything else I need to build that's gonna take up lots of resources? I hate being resource capped. I guess I'm not losing anything because it's all just in the ground and not coming in, but it irks me. It irks
Danger.
me.
Hostile creatures are approaching our base.
It's alright.
Get
We'll deal
ready
with it.
for battle.
Okay, so you know what we do need is more rift portals up here, so we could teleport up here if needs be, and then maybe one down in the bottom corner too, so we can bounce around to the different places that need our help. Okay. Here they come. Here they're coming. We're gonna go mortar and
Base is
incinerator
under
thing.
attack.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I'm starting to get to some cool weapons here. Here are
There
the
is a breach
baddies.
in our walls.
Dropping
A
some
tower
mortars
has
on
been
them.
destroyed.
Those mortars are cool because they've got like a nice arc to them. So a lot of the shots that a lot of the weapons you have are sort of straight shots, and they'll hit walls and they'll hit buildings and things. But I gotta believe that with that high arc on that mortar, we could even launch over buildings and walls and things. This is kind of a bigger attack up here than I was expecting. Hopefully the southern walls look like it's holding
Base is under
okay.
attack.
Oh, that mortar's super cool, man. I like that a lot. We've burned through the ammo for it really quick,
destroyed.
unfortunately, but it's alright. We'll hit him with the immolator. Okay, I'm liking everything I see here. Let's pop down.
Tower destroyed.
This place
A
looks
new
okay.
technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
This guy's got, oh, like artillery guys blasting at him.
Scanner construction finished. Planetary geomapping procedure in progress. Searching for traces of uranium, palladium, and titanium. This process may take some time.
Base is under attack.
And so oftentimes you'll have to come out. Ooh, there we go. Oftentimes you'll have to clean up some of the longer range bad guys who might be out and about launching bombs in on your defenses. But I think we
One of
just
our
about
walls
have
has
it
been
cleaned
destroyed.
up. There's one guy here, right here. Die. Die. Looks like maybe fire damage is not doing a lot to him. And we still got baddies on the northern part too. Okay, repair, pop up.
A tower
Just
has
what
been
I
destroyed.
suspected. What are those? Okay, so we can spam this handy dandy repair everything.
Base is under attack.
Blow them to kingdom come. Repairs, repairs, repairs. Looks good. Pop around. There's still one more down there. One of the nice things when you get better turrets is you get stuff that has longer range, like artillery turrets that can deal with some of these longer buggers without requiring the sort of manual intervention. Alright, all is well. We will pop back into the base, and we know we need to upgrade to the higher level base, which we have more than enough resources to do. What's our tech
Research
situation look like?
completed.
Gas stuff is we've got online. Does it make sense to get some gas up before we go any further? No, we're super good on energy right now. We're going to upgrade to a higher level headquarters. Does that tell us what it does? It gives us an extra base level of energy production. I don't know. Maybe some extra storage or something.
Headquarters
Oh,
upgrade in
strong
progress.
attack coming from the
This will
west.
attract a lot of attention.
We have some
Not
time
exactly
before
what we
the attack.
wanted.
Let's strengthen
We've got our strong
defenses.
point here, but a lot of our energy is based in these western.
Not enough AI
Oh,
cores.
crap.
Build more AI hubs.
They're gonna burn down all of our power plants we had out there, and we need more AI hubs to power our turret production. We're gonna need extra AI hubs. Okay, so this spot should be good. It should attract plenty of attention. From the south might come up into this corner, though, that we just cleared out of turrets. Damn. We might be in trouble here. This is an extra big attack, and it's coming from a direction we are ill prepared to handle at the moment. Where am I building more of these? I don't think we're gonna have trouble. This one's gonna be tough, but we will pull through. We will persevere, no doubt. We shall never surrender. We will fight them on the beaches and in all the other places that we're supposed to be fighting them. Okay. I am concerned if these power plants up here get blown up, though. You know, the worst case scenario is our power grid gets kind of overdrawn, and then maybe our turrets stop getting the energy they need. Could be a problem. So we do want to try and fight off this sort of northern incursion first, if at all possible. This is a very temporary little base here. Ugh, it's gross.
My sensors are picking up multiple
We got no time.
hostile creatures approaching our base.
We're gonna switch back to.
Okay,
Here we go.
wait for
Here we go. Right, it's showtime.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we want to try and get these ranged guys. We want to kill as much of this as possible, and then keep an eye on our mini map. One eye on the one eye on the screen, so that we don't get hit by a whole bunch of bug acid. And one eye on the mini map to see if other stuff's getting hit. Yes, power is already a problem.
An energy connector
We got a
has been destroyed.
bit of a buffer.
Wall destroyed.
Okay, we're gonna jump back and check out the base back here because it looks like problems. Oog.
Tower destroyed.
Base is under attack.
Okay, so this is the one we need to hold because this is actually the entrance into the main base.
A building has been destroyed.
Oh, it looks like the top left is going
A
real
portal has
bad
been
here
destroyed.
for us.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
Oh,
One of our walls has been destroyed.
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking where we're at here.
A tower has been
This
destroyed.
is a stronger attack than I was bargaining for. We've got enough ammo. We should have been upgrading probably our armories more. Looks like our front lines have fallen entirely.
An energy connector has been destroyed.
One of our portals has been destroyed.
Base is under
So they're going to be coming back to the rest of the
There is a
base
breach
real
in our
soon here.
walls.
We need to try to clean this up as much as we can. Here's the extra waves coming. Repairs. Oh boy. Hold on. I accidentally just like yanked my window and dragged it off the side of the screen. Whew. All right. Deep breath. Back in the thick of it. Okay, maybe we can sort of kite away from our base.
Tower
I see
destroyed.
bad guys all along the lines. Oh my goodness, we might be.
A building has been
It would be real bad if we died here. I'd feel
An
pretty
energy
bad.
connector has been destroyed.
Wall destroyed.
Okay. We need turrets up. Turrets up in the base. Lots of turrets.
Base is under attack.
Everything's terrible. Everything's terrible. This was such a larger attack than I was expecting.
Tower
I
destroyed.
was expecting like 1/3 of
One
this.
of our buildings has been destroyed.
There
Okay.
is a breach in our walls.
Definitely a breach in the outer walls. Who set this difficulty? Who picked this one? What a terrible idea. It's making me look awful. Whew. Okay. We've got a little bit of breathing room here in the middle. Fortunately, we've got so much metal and stuff. I feel like we could probably do some pretty good emergency repairs to everything.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed. A building has
Oofda.
been destroyed. A tower has been destroyed.
Base is under attack.
These big Big boys are really causing me a lot of grief here.
Threat neutralized.
Threat neutralized?
Buy some time until the next attack.
I mean,
Let's check what's new after the
not
HQ.
entirely neutralized.
The improved headquarters building.
Not entirely.
More communication hubs.
Good God, I need to
We
take
want
this
to
more
download
seriously.
new
These guys
technologies
are
faster. Then we should
bashing me
construct as
in.
many of them as possible.
Looks like the southwest corner held, finally, after a couple of those rounds of repairs on it. We just gotta clear out this extra base up here. A couple of big rhinoceroses.
Base is under attack.
Okay. Oh my god, I think we held it. Against all odds. Not an ideal
A
way to
building
do
has been
things.
destroyed.
We lost some massive energy infrastructure. Base. Okay, there's still someone inside. Get out of my base. How'd you even get in? Okay. Whew. Whew. So that was what they call a large attack, which is what happens if you upgrade your headquarters. They hate when you upgrade your headquarters for some reason. Okay, how do we run that line out to the front? Was that up here? Somewhere I ran a line out. And we gotta repair those to get that forward geothermal back online. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna repair our long energy. Whoop, baddies along the route. Ambushers. Starting to think more and more that this planet does not want me here. Gotta kill this giant rock guy. Okay. Whew. Okay. Rebuild this front line a little bit. And we've used up all of our carbonium just doing repairs. So, with the update, so the reason we upgrade our headquarters is because it unlocks sort of an additional level of research here. So we can put this alien, excuse me, we can get this alien research going, at least once we get it. We'll do this basic resource production because it's almost done, and this gives us higher level mining output from stuff. So that would be nice. We would like to finish that up. And then we'll get the alien research, and the alien research is basically gives us access to that third tech tree that I sort of showed off earlier. All the way over hereabouts. All kinds of crazy stuff in it. And we're totally out of carbonium. So we'll wait for that to come back up. We did have something we could examine up here. Look at these baddies. Get out of my woods. Clear some of this chaff out. They moved in right away, just as soon as we were out of the picture. You can see he says he's resisting physical damage when I'm blasting him. Bugger. Okay, let's grab some resources out of this thing. Oh, it is all kinds. It looks like cobalt and ironium, and a great deal of it. I don't know if the shotgun is doing it
A
for
small
me.
piece of comet is going to hit.
The trouble is, a
close to
lot
our
of the
position.
weapons I'm liking right now are all using the same kind of ammo. We'll go back to the immolator. That mortar and the rocket launcher and the mine layer and stuff, those were all using
We've calculated
rocket
the
type.
comet's possible impact location. It's flying right above us. We have to investigate it as soon as it hits the ground.
Got something to investigate.
It's
But
hit
those
the
other things
ground.
were all using
Let's
rocket
head
type
there quickly
ammo,
and see what we can learn.
if you use one that uses rocket type ammo, it uses up the ammo for all your guns. So you got to be sort of careful with how you use it. But I really want these geothermals
Base
back
is
online.
under attack.
A building has been destroyed.
Why is base under attack?
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
Is that what I just built right up here? Nope, yeah, there's still baddies around. Go away, you're not welcome in your homes. There's lots of guys. It's a good thing we're in a robot suit, otherwise we'd be in trouble here. Okay, once more. get the geothermal power back online. And then we just had, everyone told us we gotta go do, go check out that, well, you know what, maybe we won't build out here anymore. Sell that stuff, I don't want that. We got a comet landed over to the east of the base. We can go check that out. I think it was up here, to the north somewhere. Am I crazy? Is this where it landed? This fiery thing? I think this is like sort of like a type of geothermal vent, maybe? I have never played with that before. That might be something new. And then I do see another resource cache up here. Let's try and get the goodies out of that. Oh man, never a dull moment, my friends. So we need to make sure everything that got blown up is rebuilt. We need to make sure our new tech stuff is cooking. We need to make sure our power is back online. I think that's probably where we're suffering the most right now, is power being off. Let me check back over here. Get to rebuilding, make sure these geothermal plants are back online. All these, oop. Apparently that acid will burn us, so let's not go in there. We also could pump acid out of this lake. Let's see, if we wanted to build a gas power plant, we need 50 flammable gas per second to make 500 energy. And we could use a gas filtering plant. We could turn 100 sludge a second into 25 flammable gas. Okay. And then we've got these pumps that could pump out 100 sludge a second. So we need two. Okay, we're gonna need. Ooh, this is still too close to the front line, so we need to get it further back. But we could build our liquid pumps in here, and liquid pumps have like a little range around them where you can't build other liquid pumps. So you got to be kind of careful with your placement of them, because you want to get as much pumps coming out of this place as possible. If we could do 4, we'd be pretty well set, and I think that's about what we'll be able to do. Ow. There, okay, there's 4 pumps. Someone's attacking down here. We got more baddies. We got mudmen messing up our geothermal. Get out of here, mudmen. Nobody likes you. Some more repairs back on this front line base. Okay, so after we build those pumps, I like this idea. This is a good idea. We need to run piping to each of the outputs of these pumps. And I don't think there's any capacity on piping. It just needs to be connected. So we connect our 4 pumps. We'll run our piping down by the base, and we'll head east with it. It is also bound to get blown up. It is not an ideal spot for these things, but we'll go back here a ways, and this is a better spot for it, a little off the front line. So we're pumping in 400 of sludge, so we'll use gas filtering plants. 2 of them. We'll connect our sludge to these filtering plants. No, 4 of them. 4 filtering plants. And we'll connect our sludge to them. Then the filtering plants are going to each spit out 25 of gas, and we need 50 for a power plant. So we'll connect 2 together. Give it a little space, and gas power plant. Here we go, and all of our problems are solved. You get 100, and you get 100. And then we make sure everybody's linked up. Boom, plus 1,000 energy. Just expanded the grid by 30%. It's gonna take like 2 minutes to build for that tall finished building, but that will be great for us. Really, really good. Trust me. Okay.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
Basic resource production, that's a huge one. So what we can do is we can actually switch to this other cursor, the upgrade tool. Oh, these all got blown up. we can switch to the upgrade tool and run an upgrade over all of our mines. And what it does is it turns our mining things, instead of producing 1 per second from the deposit, they produce 2 per second. So it sort of doubles our mining ability capacity here, which is really, really big, which will be very useful for us. And I think it drains the deposit at the same rate, so it's actually more efficient mining. So we find we're selling off any of the mines that we're not using, and upgrading any of the ones that we still are. Boop, boop, boop. Looking good. These will help, like I said, our efficiency. It's a big upgrade for us. The tricky part is really just finding where all your far-flung mines are out in the world, making sure you try and get everything upgraded as best you can. I think this one I still need to lay, or run a power line out to it, then we can build it. Build us level 2 factories. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Happy days. We also have a biocomposter. Oh, so this uses a plant material to make gas. The trouble is, plant material is
A new technology has been developed.
Okay,
a bit more
we've got
finite.
all the necessary technologies downloaded. This building requires a supply of clean water to operate. It would be best to place it close to a pool of mud or sludge that we can filter.
Okay, so what we got is this laboratory, and we're still getting the carbonium for it, actually, so we don't need it immediately. Let's finish upgrading. Let's do our upgrades on our mines. Boom. That will help quite a bit with our income here. So the new thing we unlocked, the alien research hub, takes water. Oh, there's still space on this one. Do I need to build something there? Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, that'll fit, actually. Weird. It takes water, so how do we get water to it? Well, similar to how we just filtered that gas into, filter that sludge into gas, we can use either these pools of brown sludge or geothermal plants. In this instance, this one's making, what does this make? 100 mud per second. So we could take 100 mud a second and turn it into 50 water, or we could just pump straight out of our little lake we got in our base here, which might be the better plan for now. So let's get a little water set up in the base. Very similar to how we just did it
Too
before.
close to another pump.
We can stick about 5 water pumps here. We're going to connect them all together. And then, 5 pumps will spit out 500 mud.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
We can turn that into some amount of water. Boom. So these are filtration plants that will turn that, we're pumping the mud into the filtration plants, and the filtration plants will take 100 mud and spit out 50 clean water for us. And then we will pump them into our laboratory here. We'll stick this guy
Alien
over here.
research laboratory construction
The
in
laboratory.
progress.
Fantastic. I can't wait for it to be built. This building is going to open up a whole new range of possibilities for us. If I had a base like that on Orion, I wouldn't have lost my arm back then.
How did that happen?
I got careless while searching for anorix crystals. I found a fascinating growth anomaly that was transforming all of its surroundings. I've never seen anything like that, so I had to take a sample. I was shielded inside a recon suit, but when I grabbed the crystal with my hand, it just went through it. My entire arm was infected.
Why didn't you use a bioscanner to take the sample?
They only work in conjunction with a lab like this. I didn't have a base on Orion or a mech suit to build one.
I am sorry to hear that, Ashley, and I am glad that we got paired together. I will not allow something like that to happen to you.
Okay, let's not get too emotional about that. If you look at it from a different perspective, I got an enhanced biomechanical arm replacement, and I still got the sample.
So Ashley's down an arm. Not really that impactful when we've got a nice robot exoskeleton to work with. And what I've done while they were talking is come down here because I found us. I saw on the map we've got another little pool of ooze here.
Are available for crafting. New buildings are available for construction.
What did we finish? We finished artillery towers.
Research
Oh, interesting.
completed.
Laboratory, bioscanner, flame towers. Excellent. All right. I saw that we're still suffering energy-wise. I wonder if this is working yet. These are working, yeah. So we're pumping an extra 1,000 energy out, but we're using it up. I wonder what's drawing so much of our energy. Anyways, I figured we'd come down here and we'd do a whole nother gas setup. Since this sludge, this slime, is worth its weight in gold as far as we're concerned with energy, at least.
Warning! An aggressive horde is amassing near our base.
Uh-oh. 2 minutes and an attack from the north and the northeast. But we're still suffering a bit on energy. Can I finish this up super fast? One, two, right? No, 4. Same question, same wrong answer. Okay, we need to get some power, extra power online ASAP. And this is how we're doing it. We're going to be a little less pretty here because we got to hurry the F up. Okay. Okay. Put a little teleporter in here and we run the power lines back to the base. Très bien. We go back up to the base. And now this corner is good, but this northern side is not at all good. Do we have... Oh, no. We got to get more AI hubs down.
Alien research
cover
laboratory construction finished. We have to supply it with clean water to keep it operational. You can produce clean water by placing a pump in
Yeah, I
any
got the
type of
clean
liquid
water.
and delivering it to a
I already told him
water
about the clean
filtering
water, Mr.
plant for
Riggs.
processing. Connect the output from the water filtering plant to the alien research laboratory using pipes.
Oh, we could put some
Finally,
fancy turrets in
the
here,
Alien
actually.
Research Lab is operational. We can start gathering research samples and scanning the local flora and fauna. We can use the bioscanner to begin
Shotgun
collecting
towers?
samples without destroying the environment.
Say no
it's
more.
the safest and most efficient
Okay,
way
so
to
we-
advance our research. This is so exciting. We can finally
So
start
exciting,
working
Ashley.
on the thing that we came here to do.
Ashley, don't forget that our primary objective is to establish a two-way portal back to Earth to enable human colonization of Galatea 37.
That's true, but we also have to study this planet to ensure that it is safe for colonization, and to minimize the damage done to the local ecosystem by future colonists.
Minimizing damage to the local
Got the bigger towers
ecosystem
now.
is listed at the end of the
Let 'em
official
have it.
list of priorities of this mission.
We got
I'm the
missiles,
only human on this
flamethrowers.
planet. I can set my own list of priorities.
Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight. The planetary geomapping procedure is in progress. Calculating coordinates for possible rift jump locations. The process will soon be completed.
Okay, really good. So we put down our good turrets, our brand new research turrets up there, so they should be just fine.
About the planet and found traces of rare elements in multiple locations around the globe. One of Galatea's continents appears to be a barren desert that has been scorched by intense radiation and very intense solar activity. These harsh conditions are most probably caused by the high condensation of radioactive elements like uranium or thorium. Our scans have located a safe rift jump location for an initial scouting mission.
Gaining access to uranium would allow us to construct nuclear power plants and some heavy weaponry. This should make surviving on Galatea much easier.
Nice. All right, so we held that fight really easy.
The area is densely covered by acidic clouds of unknown origin. Spectral analysis detected traces of palladium scattered throughout this geographical zone. I have marked a safe rift jump location for initial reconnaissance on the orbital scanner.
Oh, sorry,
Research
Mr. Riggs.
completed.
I interrupted you by switching up some research real quick here. Because I really want this guy. Requires head levels 4. Oh, never mind.
Titanium has been detected in a large zone of intense volcanic activity. The orbital scanner has been providing some strange readings from this area, with temperatures ranging from 800 to 100 Kelvin. On top of that, it is entirely impossible to get any sensible magnetic field readings from this area. We were able to find a safe rift jump location within the volcanic zone. However, you should expect extreme environmental conditions.
All of these locations contain extreme environmental hazards and unknown species of creatures. We should upgrade our equipment as much as we can before venturing out into these new biomes.
Okay, looks good. We're getting all the flammable gas and everything we need. That's running well. We've even got a little ironium deposit here. Okay, so what they were talking to us about is we finished up our special little thing that scans the planet for other resources. So we can sort of use it to open a rift to jump to these other parts of the world that we're in. And basically that's going to take us to a whole new map, right? So we'll be far away from our base. And we will have to figure out how to survive, how to build a new well, in some cases we're just in some cases when we go somewhere else, it'll just be for exploration. We'll just be looking to like complete some little mini quests kind of place there. And in other cases we'll be looking to set up kind of more semi-permanent bases to harvest rare resources that we find there.
I'm sensing slight tremors. They are intensifying over time. It looks like an earthquake is coming.
Okay. Little earthquake, never hurt anybody. No research selected. Let's look at some research. Okay, so we finished up all those towers we were talking about, and then I think you got to see them at work. Acid spitter towers, that sounds fun. What kind of ammo does that use? It uses liquid ammo. Maybe we want some of those. Oh, here's what I was talking about. Energy pylons is something we can use that allows us to transfer energy over basically wirelessly, so we don't need to run wires out. Minus 50 energy a second, so they're very expensive to maintain, but they'll be really good at any other. Anyways, gas extractor. Place this on top of a gas vent to start collecting flammable gas straight from the ground. Oh, we do got a gas vent. Let's do that too. That might be a new one. I haven't seen that before. Cool.
It's an earthquake. It's going to seriously damage all buildings near its epicenter.
Earthquake down to the south of us here. I'm not super concerned about it. Should do a little scouting around the earthquake. Is the earthquake hurting me? It is. It's hurting my shield, actually. Run away. Oh, yeah, I'll show you the other thing we unlocked. When we unlocked our that alien research, we got our little green scanning beam. So another little mini game we've got in this big game is we can use our green scanning beam to go out in the world, and we could scan plants and we could scan creatures.
Base is under attack.
Base is under attack. No, that's just the earthquake. And if we scan creatures, eventually familiarity increase. So we have this database of everything that we've scanned, and it'll tell us things about them. And once you scan enough of them, it tells you more information. It tells you, you know, the resources they drop, the resistances they have, their vulnerabilities, etc., etc. You can see the different types of them that there are. Like if we look at these the Hammerosaurus Alpha, there are 3 different versions of them: the purple one and the yellow one. Likewise, these are just like critters around the world. These are different plants and things. Scanning plants is actually very useful.
Large creature roaming the nearby area.
The earthquake has stopped. Let's assess the
Large
damage.
creature in the nearby area.
Sounds like an interesting research specimen. We should go to its location and see what we can learn.
Way to the southeast. I suppose we could go fight him. Scanning plants is really useful because there are also ways to set up sort of robots and drones that will grow and cultivate the plants for us. So that is even an alternative way to get resources in a sustainable method. Is you could find like a special crystal tree that grows crystals that could be sort of refined into carbonium or something, and then you could plant those trees and harvest them, and then that's a way to get carbonium that doesn't just drill it out of the ground. Oh, here we go. We got a little mini boss up here.
This creature is extremely hostile. It can be dangerous to our base.
Usually these are not
Kill it
too
before it
bad.
kills us. We'll finish researching it in the lab.
As long as you don't walk into them like a fool. Just little mini quests that pop up. Kill giant creatures, kill creature nests. All that kind of good stuff. Ouch. That one hurt again. When in doubt, circle strafe. When in doubt, circle strafe. Strafe, my god, strafe. I think we got him.
Threat neutralized.
Threat neutralized.
I wonder what made it so aggressive. Maybe we can learn something important after researching it in a lab.
For construction.
Okay, we got our energy relay done. And I will show you what the energy relay does for us in just a second here. After we clear out some of these buggers. Whew. Alright. So, might need to clear these guys out too, actually. Die, you indigenous scum. Need bigger guns. These guns aren't getting the job done this far from the base when stuff gets a little more tanky. Whew. Okay. Anyways, we will pop back to the base real quick. And what we're going to do is we set up an energy pylon. It's going to take 2 minutes. That's a while. But once that energy pylon does, is basically it's going to connect the network of all this network of energy to that pylon, and then that pylon will connect to any other pylons we have on the map. So we could set up a little energy pylon out here. And then from there, we can start... Oh, I don't have a way to mine this stuff yet.
Research completed.
Energy pylon, sure. Okay, we need... How do we mine stuff? Is it up here? Research station? How do I mine stuff? There's got to be a rare resource mining, rare element mine. That's what I'm looking for. It needs another level of our headquarters. Well, we could research that level. Maybe we don't need to upgrade it. We'll see. Alright, well, at the very least, this will be a new sort of forward base for us. Hopefully, at some point, will be a carbonium mine for us. Or not carbonium,
A new
cobalt.
technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
Gas extractor. Okay, we should do that too. Can never, ever have enough power to work with. And we got level 2 sentinel towers too, which draw twice as much energy, but do twice as much damage. Very nice. Okay. So maybe we will fortify this as a nice tough forward base. So I'm just sticking like a flamer turret in each of the corners. We'll stick a handful of artillery turrets. Uh-oh, we got some baddies causing us trouble out here before our turrets are online. I think that got him, right? Yeah, okay. So anyways, where was we? We were building turrets. So this, because it is so far to the east and the southeast, any attacks that originate in this area will be drawn here. So this will be a nice little fort, is the plan. So we're going to use all kinds of our good towers.
Not enough AI cores. Build more AI hubs.
More AI hubs. Okay, power is still coming online. We need some AI hubs.
Weather conditions are changing. Wind speed is increasing.
Wind speed, huh? Okay, some extra AI hubs will be useful
Wind speed is at
there.
an exceptional high. Wind turbine
And you can see that
efficiency
all
is
of
at
our
maximum.
turrets are now powered here. And we are connected to our main power grid thanks to this fancy schmancy energy pylon. Marvelous. We'll stick a couple more of our good turrets around at different parts of it. And then a couple more regular old turrets to round it out, just to make it a nice hold fast for us here. And a couple artillery turrets, because you can never have enough artillery turrets. Marvelous. We can even...
A new technology has been developed.
New
guess.
blueprints are available for crafting. New
can
buildings are
step
available
up
for
here.
construction.
Excuse me. We can step up here and do a little bit of mining while we're here. And we upgraded our headquarters. Gas extractor, of course. Okay, and we don't need to upgrade again. I think we can go straight over to the rare elements mine. Very good. We also have this option to research synthesizers, which allow us to do a direct turn of energy straight into a type of metal, but it's really expensive and really inefficient, so we need super good ways of doing that. Oh, look at biomass condensers. Makes sludge, upkeep mud pool. Extracts biomass from the mud, leaving organic remains behind. They're later fermented and turned into sludge. I don't know what that does. I'll have to take a look at that. Anything else good? Ammo storage would be really useful. Oh, you know what we did? We unlocked our extra level of armory. We definitely want that because that opens up extra weapon upgrades for us and will make our ammunition for us faster too. So that will be excellent. We've even unlocked some goodies over here. All kinds of fun stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit. I kind of want to, before we go, run a little line over to this fiery thing. Flammable gas vent. How do we tame this sucker? Gas extractor? Boom. Oh, awesome. Awesome. And this spits out how much? What's a gas extractor make? Produces 75 flammable gas. 75's not amazing, but it's something. It'll power 1.5 plants here. I think we're going to go ahead and just put them right there. And then we got to run the gas line here. Oh, I put them too close.
Wind speed is returning back to typical values.
Now, this is
Wind
another place
turbine
we're going to have to
efficiency
defend, because
returning
these
to
are
normal.
fairly expensive buildings. And this is off to the east. It's pretty vulnerable, actually. I don't love this spot. It's got a little bit of a rock there. Clear out some of the chaff. Nice. Tell you what, we will come back and defend this if we need to. In the short term, we'll just leave it here. And it'll kick out almost 1,000 energy for us, which should be pretty good. So, maybe we'll use our orbital scanner to do a little jump for the end of this session. That might be fun. There's always more we could build and prepare at our main base, but we could do reconnaissance at the radioactive desert. This is searching for uranium, or the acid plains, or the volcanic area. Let's go to the radioactive desert. Threat level low, threat level low. Okay. They claim the threat level's low. Is there anything else I need to build up before I go? Another communication hub. Oh, we can even upgrade our communication hubs more. We should definitely do that just to keep our research ticking as best we can. Oh my god, we still got all these turrets I threw up on my base as like a last resort. That's kind of funny. Okay, well you definitely would take this guy. We upgrade him, that guy, we upgrade them. Very good, very good. And alright, let's do it. Let's do a little rift jump. See what happens. Radioactive desert reconnaissance, go. See what there is to see. Now I believe whenever you're gone, your base, your alternate bases don't get attacked. So they're safe until you come back. I think they still produce resources that tick into your sort of general storage that is sort of like a magical quantum storage available everywhere. Yeah, you see I still have access to all my carbonium and ironium and stuff here.
Rift jump successful. Environmental scanning in progress.
The natural background radiation in this area is very high. It would kill most living organisms from Earth.
My standard radiation shielding can withstand these levels of exposure without any damage. However, if the background radiation is so high in this area, then we can expect much more intense sources of gamma particles. These could pose a serious threat.
The protective atmosphere is also very thin in this area. UV radiation from the sun could pose a real threat. No wonder this area looks like a desert. We'll have to improve environmental shielding on our structures before setting up a larger outpost in this area.
Ashley, we should gather more data about this area. We can later use the readings from my sensors to develop improved radiation and UV shielding for both my armor and our structures.
Okay, let's try to scout as much area as possible to feed your sensors with enough data. Our sensors are indicating large quantities of tanzanite within the cacti specimen.
We can use tanzanite as a catalyst for production of high-energy weaponry and equipment. It would be great if we could gather large quantities of this mineral to create something useful.
A broader arsenal of weaponry could undoubtedly help us survive against all these new hostile species. Let's start researching tanzanite handling.
These green crystals are emitting a lot of gamma radiation. Try not to stand too close to them, or they will damage my armor.
Has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Like crazy ant creatures, all kinds of stuff. So I've been wandering around the desert. The first thing they want me to do is just explore a lot of territory. I'm using my little scanner array to identify new creatures and things. Ooh. Let's activate this. Reflect damage. I don't know how long that stays on me, but here it is. Discover this one. Another anomaly here. Ooh. Floating mines gravity. That's interesting. We got like a little Geiger counter ticker in the background and we get too close to stuff that we're not supposed to be by. It tells me when I'm going to take some like radiation damage. Interesting. I think this is green crystals mostly. Ooh, a nice little deposit of cobalt. A lot of ant creatures. We just burn them up with the flamethrower. I gotta think the flamethrower is probably not the ideal weapon for desert fighting, but it's the best sort of anti-horde weapon I've got here for now. Scout the area to gather sun activity.
Warning! I'm detecting dangerous sun activity.
Hold on. You know what? We actually, now that I'm thinking about it, at one point we got a radar pulse researched. So I will research that and I will equip it. Maybe instead of the grenade, we'll switch to a radar pulse. This will help us
Ashley,
get off me.
No protective atmosphere over this
I
desert.
can pop this. Ooh, there, look at my mini map. Great big circle. That will help quite a bit with a little bit of scouting here.
The sun is burning us and our structures. It's dangerous, but this activity should not last very long.
Oh, this is not ideal. Sort of ticking down our health. Can we stand in the shade? Does that do anything? No. It's not like V-Rising, we can hide in the shade, unfortunately. Like a vampire. I'm trying to use abilities to repair my armor and my health.
Solar radiation is getting back to normal.
Whew, okay.
The sunburn
We've
is
survived.
over.
Almost scouted enough of the map for our little mini quest here.
Environmental
Okay,
scanning
there it
completed.
is.
We've gathered enough data to start developing advanced UV shielding and radiation shielding in the alien laboratory.
Mr. Riggs, I think that we can use the natural background radiation data that we've just gathered to filter out the naturally occurring radiation within the desert dome. We can use the orbital scanner to search for even higher condensations of radiation to pinpoint a possible location for extracting nuclear fuel necessary to finish constructing the Rift Station.
Affirmative, Ashley. We should have some results available shortly. Orbital scanning completed. Ashley, we've detected a new area within the desert biome that can potentially contain higher condensations of radioactive elements. I have marked its location on the orbital scanner interface.
Excellent.
Nice.
We should go there as soon as possible. It would also be good to have the radiation shielding research finished before going on that mission.
Ashley, I'm detecting a new species of creatures that have very unusual movement characteristics.
That sounds very interesting. The creatures in this biome are unlike anything that we've seen before. Let's go to its suggested location and try to learn more about it.
Oh, okay, before we leave, they want us to go scout another creature. Looks like in the way far northeast, so let's run off that a ways. So you're starting to see the gist of things. So they're gonna send us to a really hazardous new environment, like this crazy radioactive desert that we're in. And then the hazardous new environment is going to have all kinds of environmental hazards. So we have ways to mitigate the radiation damage or mitigate that kind of burning sun damage, but that we will research in our
Research completed.
alien hub up here. So we'll get some environmental shielding for the sun. We'll add that to our tech. We'll get some environmental shielding for radiation. We'll add that to us. So that will help protect us out and about. I also thought I remember seeing a bioscanner turret. I want that too, sooner rather than later. So bioscanner turret, when we shoot this green beam that we shoot out to scan stuff, to look for weaknesses and get information about it and stuff. Rather than we can't do that while we're shooting things and running for our life and so on and so forth. So if we get that little bioscanner turret, we can just drop that and that will scan everything around it. And we can just go on our merry way and still get those scans for our logbook.
Fascinating. Look at this creature. It has a very dense and thick carapace, yet it moves very swiftly over sand. We should study this species further.
I can sense a few of these creatures in this area, but this won't be enough to gather samples for research.
Let's pass this creature's characteristics to the orbital scanner and look for a location where we can find more of them.
Affirmative, Ashley. We should have some results available shortly. Orbital scanning completed. We've found a location that looks like a breeding ground for the Stregoros species. We can go there to study it further. Ashley, you've placed this structure on quicksand. It is going to slowly sink into the
there's
sand.
also quicksand out
We
here.
should research extra stable floor tiles so we can place them over quicksand to prevent...
So we need to research stable floor tiles as well. Where's my stable floor tiles at? Where my tiles at?
sinking.
Extra stable floor tiles. Environmental shielding, 10s and 9. Are there floor tiles back hereabouts? I don't know. I'll take a look at them. We'll find those floor tiles somewhere. But I think that's going to do it for us today.
New blueprints are available for crafting. New buildings are available for construction.
Let's, I think we're about wrapped up here. Mission complete. We can use the scanner to return home. So you can see we've got new places we could jump to. We could jump to gather uranium ore samples. We could jump to the Stregoros nest to go get some extra alien research done over there. But for now, we're going to head back home to the headquarters. And I think we'll call it a night. That's some good rift break in there, boys. We chopped up all kinds of bad guys. We set up extra outposts. We got a lot of research done. We got a couple new weapons to play with, but I'm not quite happy with what we got yet. So we'll have to keep digging down that armory tree. I don't think I want any melee weapon. Melee. Everyone criticizes my melee pronunciation. My melee weapons. I haven't got any melee weapons. Are not what I want, though. There's all kinds of them. There's like spears and hammers and fists and swords. All kinds of cool stuff. Maybe we'll try some. But for now, I want something a little more exotic. Maybe a plasma gun makes sense. Yes, add the plasma gun to the research. Small machine gun, burst rifle, high caliber rifle. Both of those are favorites of mine. I like those a lot. Orbital laser. Let's add that to the research. The research list is getting longer and longer. Extra healing, extra landmines. Alright, well, that'll be for the next time. For now, we're looking pretty good.
To be back at HQ. I feel much safer here.
Feel much safer here.
Ashley, remember that we can travel between planetary locations using the orbital scanner interface whenever you are ready. You can also check our list of warning. Seismic anomaly detected.
I feel the ground moving below us. It's not a typical earthquake.
Warning! Energy blast incoming.
What is going on? Where did that light come from?
The light flash resulted from a sudden energy eruption, and the earlier seismic anomaly must have been caused by an enormous object moving deep underground.
Did the earthquake cause the flash? That's quite unusual. Mr. Riggs, can you locate the source of the energy emission?
Affirmative, Ashley. I have marked its approximate location on your map. It is very close. Please maintain caution when visiting that site.
Many of the more advanced buildings require a lot of cobalt to be built or upgraded. There's not enough of this resource in this area to cover our needs. Mr. Riggs, can you calibrate the planetary scanner to search for more cobalt?
Affirmative, Ashley. I'm starting the scanning procedure right now.
Okay, all kinds of extra stuff popped off there.
Completed.
We could go find more cobalt outposts.
That is rich in cobalt deposits and would be perfect for establishing a new cobalt mining outpost.
We could go look for the source of that
Excellent.
crazy
It's even
earthquake.
located within the tropical zone, so it should be more hospitable than the other areas of the planet that we visited. Let's go there as soon as possible.
Very nice. Let's real quick before we go. I know I felt like I was already doing a sign off, but never mind. We're gonna play more for just a minute. Never mind. The thing that I had wanted to do isn't researched yet, so I wanted to look at. Maybe we'll do this next time. We can get the harvesting station in the cultivator online. So these are the growing plants and things. So this might be a quick shortcut for us to get to some uranium. We could start using those scans of the plants in the desert that we found. I'm sure some of those will grow some amount of uranium, and then we can use the water that we've got set up in our base to get some stuff growing. We'll try that out, but we'll do that next time. Right now, we'll call it a night. We had a good time, and I'll see you for the next part. Next time we come around, hit it with the old quick save. Thanks for watching, guys. There'll be more Dune. There's always more Dune. It's getting a little harder to find players these days, at least in the off hours. So I'm playing some other stuff when it arises. But I'm having a good time with Riftbreaker. Hopefully you're enjoying it as well, and there'll be more to come. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.